What's going on, Matt? How you doing, man? Oh, it's halftime at the games? That's awesome, man. Who's playing today? I know you said Arsenal's and someone else. My daughter has an orthodontist appointment, so I'm just over here waiting for her. So I have some time to kill. Arsenal is up one. Nice, man. Who are they playing? What's up, Amy? How you doing? Let's see. Amy, you got 125 subs already. Wow, that's pretty awesome. They need to win this game and the next, and they win the league. That's awesome. Well, who would they play if they win? Who do they play next? Playing Burnley, not a good club. High probability won't. You have any money on the game? I'm good. Amy, where are you located? Like in the U.S.? I know you're in the U.S., but what state are you in? Amy, rocking and rolling 120. Yeah, that was fast. I feel like the last time that I saw you, you were like in the 80s. How often are you streaming, Amy? Are you in Vegas or Virginia? Is that Vegas or Virginia? I'm thinking Virginia. Was VI is VI Virginia? VA Vegas? I don't know. BB, bonjour, Madame BB. Did that sound like pretty legit? Écoutez, écoutez. It's not a playoff setup. Just whoever has the most points at the end of the Okay, got it. BB, is my French très bien? Char, what's going on? How you feeling, Char? Are you 100% now? Flu all gone? Virginia, okay. I think hopefully BB's impressed with that French. That's about all I know. So Matt, BB's from Cher's channel. She's awesome. She's always on there, always supportive. She always like comments on my shorts, tries to help me out. Love the support. Thank you, BB. Amy, yes. Shar, yes, better now. Thanks. I'm doing well, Shar. Is the audio good? Because the I just shut off the car, so I don't know if it switched to my phone audio. I'm just hoping Tag comes on so I could share some good news. And Trish. Trish would be awesome. If we get Trish and Tag on here. But I think the chances of that happening are pretty low. Sure, I'm doing well. I'm just here. I'm waiting for my daughter. She went for an orthodontics appointment because she's getting her braces, the rubber bands on her braces swapped out. But I think it's kind of early for a Tag to be on. But sometimes he's done with work pretty early. BB, how are you? What time is it over there in France? Amy, how's the weather out in Virginia? Looks like a nice, yeah, it's a beautiful day out here today. It feels like it's like 80 degrees, but I think it's like 75. But I have the windows open, the sunroof open. I'm catching a nice breeze. It's funny that they can use rubber bands for us like that. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Humid, like 87. Oh, that's way too hot. Way too. Okay, my daughter is back, and I don't want to get her on camera. What color did you get? Thank you for that. Navy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. Looks cool. Can you shake? No way. If I shook out my hair, it would be like a big poof. I'd have like an afro. But you've seen my hair in my shorts. France, 21 hours 57. So what is that? What time is that in France?
Like,
21:57 is going to be 10 o'clock,
yeah,
right? Is that right?
No.
22.
3 hours off some night.
24, 12, 24, 24 minus 2 is 10, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
about 10 o'clock. It shouldn't be a fro. You don't have that. No, I do. Thanks a lot, Amy. No, it really would be a fro. Ask my daughter. Wouldn't it be a fro?
Yes, it would totally be a fro.
See that? I'm not lying.
It would be like a bush.
Alright, hopefully my phone doesn't fall. Because I don't have a mount. I'm just leaning it on the thing. Alright, I will check my phone in a minute. I don't want to drive and take that risk. So just give me a moment.
Got it.
Yeah, but now it's zoomed in on me.
Oh.
Oh, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Do they tell you when you're gonna get your braces off?
Probably next appointment actually. As long as I wear my rubber bands, it's the next appointment.
Nice.
And the whole process with like the retainer and the scanning. And,
Which doctor did you get first initial only?
B.
Okay. I thought he just had a kid, right?
Yeah, he did. I didn't know that until like after.
I thought he's like on paternity leave.
No, he just came back. I think today was his first day back.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's really good.
Alright, I'm gonna drop you off. And just flying all over the place. And do you have to wear bands?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay.
I have to wear rubber bands until my next appointment. That's how I'm gonna get to the
Okay.
next stage.
So you're good with that, so.
Yeah, it's just that this time my like back thing broke, so I couldn't wear it this time properly for like the entire term.
Well, why didn't you say anything so I could have taken you over there?
Because I didn't have time. Like my schedule was pretty packed, except for like, and I already had this appointment, so I was like, you know.
Alright, kiddo.
Bye, Dad.
You're gonna go in through the garage, right?
Okay.
I love you.
Bye, love you.
Alright. I am back. Let me catch up on the messages. Okay, it shouldn't be a fro. You don't have that kind of hair. Nice hair. Did I lose you guys? Because it's showing me I only have 2 people. I don't know why this is so zoomed in. Sorry about that zoom in. Okay, France. Okay, that's where I left off. France, 21 hours, 10 o'clock. It shouldn't be a fro. You don't have that kind of hair. Very nice hair. Oh, madame. Madame. No, I'm not madame. I'm a man. Uh, they're good. Hello, chat. I subbed to the whole chat. Can you guys hear me? Everything all good? Can you guys just give me a thumbs up? HS joined Shar, I don't have Discord. I don't want to get Discord. Because I just feel like a lot of trolls are on there. So it's just not me and him on there. Yeah, but the only problem is that like I waste a lot of time on there then. So I'm trying to like limit my social media. So I don't want to get sucked into that again. Thanks, Amy. I'll sub back to you. And I'm already subbed to you, Amy. Matt, you I know. Okay, when his phone was falling, I thought he started shaking on it. My big surprise, I didn't know until a day ago. Age security said to me. These kids' schedules now is up. Harsh, what's going on, Harsh? Harshvard Hunsing. Harshvard Hunsing. How's it going, Harsh? Shar, you sent me a link. I'm not clicking on that Discord. I'm not joining it. Okay, I got like 7 more minutes. I texted Trish. If she shows up, can we get to show the down? Yeah, sounds good. Amy and Mr. Avitji. Avitjit. What's up, Mr. Avitjit? How you doing, man? Where in India are you? Let me pull in a better spot. Alright, that's much better. I am from India, West Bengal. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Where are you from? I'm in New York, in the USA. Oh my God, how many tigers do you see? Oh, the Bengal tigers? He's an American, that's right. 2 tigers. Right in your backyard. Amy, are you going live daily? Avicii, what time is it in India? I know it's not that late in France. BB said it's 10 o'clock. No, I haven't went live. Are you serious? Amy, you haven't gone live and you have 126 subs? That's freaking awesome. That is insane. So you're doing the same strategy Matt did. I think Matt had 150 subs before he ever went live. No, they are live in Sundarbans, not my backyard. Okay. And how far is the Sundarbans from where you are? Kind of just starting to post things. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Amy, how come like whenever you type something, it has a period in between each word? Matt, I know you wanna. You know what, Matt? What I'll do is because I know you have to go, and probably not going to disclose it until until later on, like when you and Tag and hopefully Trish and Siberian would be on. That'd be great. But I know you have to get back to your game, so which is all good. And then I'll catch up with you later. I'll give you a call before then, and I'll tell you because I don't want to keep you in suspense that long, man. Something like that. I'm trying to get off my PC and laptop. 200 kilometers far away. Okay, got it. Me typing fast. Yeah, but I think it would be quicker without the period. I think it would take longer if you typed with the period in between. Or using like voice, and then voice translates it and puts a period in between. Avicii, how old are you? Okay, that's cool. This Android is a bad habit. But I've never seen anyone do that. Put a period in between each word. Not that I mind it. It doesn't matter. Whatever's fine for you, Amy. It's not as if like I can't read it or anything. Chance, good to see you on here, Chance. Thanks for joining in. Welcome. I am go. Oh, you're gonna go? All right. Well, thanks for dropping in, Avicii. I am 14 years old. Oh, you're young, man. Too young. This is an adult chat, by the way. So thanks for dropping in. You're a little too young for this one. Not that I'm gonna curse or anything, but if I do, I just don't want to have to be cautious. So autocorrect does it unless I type slow. All right. Well, Amy, go to your old way. That's totally fine. I can comprehend it. Okay, bye, sir. Avicii, thanks for dropping off. Thanks for stopping by. It's just that I don't want to have to hold back from anything. But have a great day, all right? And thanks for stopping in. I am not good in English, really. No, your English is really good. So far, like, I've understood everything that you wrote. Just keep it up. Keep practicing. And keep on watching, like, live streams and interacting. You'll get better. There's a guy that we know. His name is Sher. He's out in Pakistan. And he learned English all through live streaming. So keep it up. Keep on trying to learn. English is an important language. I call it autocorrect. Auto incorrect, that's right. Okay, yes, thanks. But feel free to subscribe, Avicii. Alright? I'm not gonna lose you as a sub. You seem cool, but it's just that my chats are a little have a great day. Alright, I think I'm gonna bring you guys to the backyard and have a chat. Wow, I did not know about Share. Yeah, Chance. That's pretty awesome, right? All through live streaming. I think Siberian helped him out, helped him like set up his channel and everything, or like put him in contact with the correct people, like with Doug. And then Cher started jumping on the panels with Doug, and as he started joining the panels and interacting, he slowly started learning English. And now he's great, man. Like now everyone understands what he's saying. It would have been great if he was on here too. Okay, I will. Oh, thanks a lot, Avicii. Appreciate it, man. You're the man. Thanks. I'm also getting used to this Android with the new iPhone. I can barely learn how to use it. Yeah, you know what? But I have been debating whether to switch to iPhones or stick with Android. I love Android. I've always been Android. The only reason why I was thinking about getting an iPhone is because it's more compatible with my car. That's number one. And number two, I feel like the clarity for live streaming is so much better on an iPhone versus an Android. Okay, good night, Avicii. Appreciate it again. Good night, and dream about those tigers, the Bengal tigers. Also getting used to Android. I think, like, if you look at Matt's picture quality when he live streams, it's phenomenal. It's like crystal clear. But I don't get that same crisp quality on an Android. I'll go to now night in India. Okay. Why do I keep on getting this thing? No, I don't want to do that. All messages. Alright, that's on. All right, let me bring you guys to the backyard. We'll hang out over there. Just hang tight. Try not to dox myself. Tigers, yeah. Just give me a moment. I'm just getting this thing set up. Much better. All right. Hot out here. All right, let's see. The reason I went Android, I had $300 coupon. Amy, which Android do you have? Do you have a Samsung or what? Hey, Justin, what's going on, bro? Good to see you on here. Welcome. Thanks for the shelter here. Yeah, it's much better now that I have this umbrella. It's like way too sunny. You're looking fresh. How's your day going? My day's good, bro. Went to work. Then I had to take my daughter to get her rubber bands changed on her braces. And now I'm home. But I wanted to share some good news, but I was waiting for Tag. I was waiting for Tag because I wanted to tell him also. At the same time, and Trish, and Cher. My internet is spotty. I might have to go for a bit. Sorry, take care. No problem, Amy. Guys, is the audio and the video all good? Because I want to know if it's my internet or if it's hers. What's good? What's good news? Nothing much, man. Same old, Justin. How's your day going? What have you been up to, Justin? I know it's pretty late in India right now, right? You just missed a guy who's from West Bengal. Audio and video all good. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it, man. Samsung Galaxy. That's what I have too. I have the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. 24 or 25, I can't remember. Looks and sounds good on my end. Appreciate that, Chance. It's older model, but I like it. Hey, as long as it works, I think that's all that matters. Camera quality is important when you're streaming, though, because I feel like you retain more users when your camera quality is clear, because people are just doom scrolling and swiping, and when they see a clear image, they're more likely to stay and interact. It's night here, brother, in Hyderabad, 1:46 midnight. Wow. That's pretty late, man. Do you usually sleep this late, or it's just today? Now that's a handsome human being. Wow, Grimmett. That's pretty nice of you to say, man. See, now I wish I had some like a, what do you call, a hype man like that. Just around me all the time. Like whenever I'm feeling down, Grimmett shows up and just gives me some of these words. Pumps me up, makes me feel a little better. Thanks a lot, Grimmett. Where are you from? Wow, Samsung Ultra S23. Wow, brother, you're so Android lover. Yeah, I don't like iOS, man. How about you, Justin? What are you on? Are you on iOS or are you Android also? Or you? Wow, wow, brother, you're so Android lover. I was just never into iPhones for some reason. Cheers, good sir. I'll cheer you up, brother. Well, Grimmett, you could join on anytime, man. I like it when people are positive I'm a night owl, brother. I sleep at, wow, 4 or 5 a.m. Summer holiday here for me. That's got to be tough, man. So you're like, I think you're in sync with the U.S. time zone. But you know what, Justin? I feel like if you keep that up for a long time, you're bound to get depressed. Like if you don't follow that routine, like the your circadian rhythm gets all messed up. I'm from Spain, but I live in the East Coast in Boston. Awesome. So where are you right? Okay, you're from Spain, but you're in Boston right now. Oh, that's cool. What would make you leave Spain? Spain just seems like such a beautiful place to be. I would never want to leave Spain. That's on my bucket list. I haven't visited, but I have family out there, and they absolutely love it out there. I'm Android Samsung. Nice. All right, we got another Samsung user. So far, we have more Android users here than iPhones, I think. You know, I kind of want to get my. I want to go get my. What do you call? My gimbal. Let me go get that. 'Cause it'll be a lot easier then. Oh no, I do sleep at 12 most of the time. Oh, okay. So it's just today. Give you guys a view of the garage. It's kind of messy in here, but Trish, you're finally on. I was waiting for you. I gotta get used to this new name. Alright, this is much better. Gone in 3, 2, 1. Yes, come by. I dozed off. Yeah, you're on your pain meds, right? Probably makes you drowsy. Let me set this up. I'm gonna catch up to the chat in just a moment. Let me just set up this tripod. Oh, Taxacharya, man, you made it. Welcome, man. Good to see you. And Trish, I got to add you as mod. Tax, I know who Tax is. Add as mod. Did I miss anyone? Justin's already there. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of mods in here, but we are good. Grimmett, I will add you as a mod the next time you join, alright? On choose good brother. Night Owl Brothers, before 5, some holiday for me. Spain. Trish, how you feeling? How's the shoulder? Alright guys. Just hang tight. I'm gonna put you in this thing. Okay, much better. Alright, now it's following me. Okay, let's see. Who else? Okay, hey buddy. Sacharia. Matt said you wanted to come by. Me to come by, dozed off. Yeah, Trish, I wanted to share some news. So I was waiting on you, waiting on Tag and Matt and Share. BB, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate it. I always appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. Um, Justin, I thought you were cooking some barbecue outside, like when you were setting up that big umbrella. No barbecue today, but I will eventually do it on another stream. Trish, the signal. That's the only way I knew it was you. I was like doubting it, and then once you gave me that, I was just like, all right, that's Trish. Um, no worries, brother. Take your time. Oh, thanks, HS. Oh man, I'm sorry you're in so much pain, Trish. I hope you make a quick recovery. We need you back. Thanks, BB. Handsome as Pacers. What's going on, man? Dude, it's so funny how all this information gets passed around. How you told me about Jenna. She modded me, by the way. But I haven't seen you on there ever since. And by the way, that guy is back, Pacers. Andy Smith, in case you want to watch him. How's everything going? What have you been up to? This was my mode channel for future. Oh, your mod channel for future use. Okay, got it. But I like your other one. I like the other one. Just suits you. This one's like I got to get used to this. The other one, I don't know. It just seemed very. What would you call it? I don't know. It sounded like aggressive. Gone in 3, 2, 1 sounds like a racer. Um, she modded you. Yeah, I know, Pacers. I was like, what? But she's awesome. I really like watching her channel, man. I hope the best for her. I hope she. Oh, she was. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, and she got her new place. She moved out to her new place, which is awesome. Is there any airport near H, brother? Lots of planes. There's an airport, I'd say maybe about 45 minutes away from here, but I didn't hear an airplane yet. We have JFK Airport around here. Treston, what's going on, man? Good to see you on. Welcome. Justin, New Yorkers are usually very polite. They will yell, get out of the way, instead of just pushing you into the street. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they're polite, man, but that is funny though. I think New Yorkers are like you have to. I think they're very rude. People are very rude in New York. Someone asked to be mod, and she said you can't be mod unless you have security. That is pretty cool. Jan is the best. I saw that Andy guy go live. Yeah, man, he got out of jail. And I was rooting for this guy, man. He got out of jail. He lost like 2 chins. He was looking healthy. He got a fresh cut in jail. And then, I was like, all right, man, Andy's back. He's going to be good. And then that night he ends up drinking. He drank so much he blacked out and he went to the hospital. And now he's out and he hasn't drank for the past 2 nights, I believe. But I was so discouraged just watching him. Like I was just like pissed off that he drank because I was rooting for him. I think I got too emotionally attached to the guy. He doesn't even know who the hell I am, but like when you see someone like in a bad spot and you're just like rooting for them and you're like, yeah, I hope he really gets better. And then he just let me down, so I couldn't watch. Holy smokes, is he? Yeah, he's a train wreck, bro. Like I said, it's like watching. Imagine playing a video game. Imagine you're playing GTA, and you choose a character, and you have to make the worst decisions for that character. That's him. When you have time someone out, they got. Oh, when you have to time out someone, gone in 3, 2, 1. Got it. All right. Now that makes sense, Trish. It's meant to be aggressive. I still think truth sounds more aggressive. Truth hurts, doesn't it? That's wild. I didn't know his story. Dude, this guy had a 6-figure inheritance left to him. and he blew it away so fast. He was taking flights everywhere. But the thing is that he's very generous. So he was paying anyone that was using him. He was. Oh man, there's a bee around here. Um, but yeah, he spent that inheritance in like a couple of months. I think it was like 300K or so. And that guy just blew it all away, and then he's on the streets now. That's wild. I didn't know his story. Yeah, it's a crazy story, man. My goodness, that's okay. Yeah. Shar actually went and checked him out for the first time. So Shar, I was just mentioning the story about Andy Smith. So Pacers introduced me to Jana, and I was like, when I was talking about Andy Smith, and so now I'm hooked on Jana. Well, I try to watch her as often as I can. She's cool, man. I really hope good things for her, man. Oh, and she subbed, by the way, Pacers, which was pretty cool. It would be nice to see her on my live one day. I guess it's back. Sir, you look like a Silicon Valley CEO. What's up, Moon Modular, 1984? How you doing? Why, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. Who's Andy Smith, H brother? All right, so Justin, Andy Smith is a guy he's a homeless man. He's an alcoholic. Really nice guy. Like you know, very generous. Even though he's homeless, he's very generous and very nice to people. The problem is that all the trolls have taken over his chat, like where all his mods are trolls, or majority of his mods are trolls, and they tell him to drink. So they steer him in the wrong direction, and he ends up drinking, and he blacks out. Like so, quick story with that guy. Like I remember the first time I came across his live stream. He was it was you know, the middle of winter, and he was kind of like, you know, begging on live stream. He was like, I really need a place to sleep. I felt bad for the guy, and I donated $80 to him by Cash App. And he immediately took that $80, and right in front on the live stream, he took that money and he bought alcohol, and he bought a bottle of alcohol for like $30, and then a $50 lottery scratch off, and he ended up losing it. And I was so pissed off when he bought it. I was like, you know, you donate to this guy just to get him shelter, and then he immediately blows it away. But he's a really good guy. I mean, like, you know, I got pissed off at that moment. I was like, you know, that's messed up. But you know, that's just the way that he is. You know, life is a play. But he's been on a good streak so far. 2 days clean, I think. Life is a play, and Jan definitely plays a part. Yeah, she does, man. I just like all her artistic talents. I like Jana. I've been watching her for about as long as you. Yeah, yeah. It was right after Pacers recommended her. Pacers, you got her a lot of subs, man. Cause I watch her. I know BF watches her or used to watch her. Um, Matt watches her. The woodpecker. Oh, you can hear that, huh? No, that was a woodpecker. Yeah, I could hear it right now. You got a good ear, Shar. That's terrible, H brother. Is he okay now? Well, he's been clean for 2 days. 2 days he hasn't drank any alcohol. I've been on and off. Like I try not to watch too often, just because like whenever he starts drinking, I'm like, damn man. It really bothers me when he does it. Oh my god, I think I've seen the advice before. Well, sure. This is Advice Guy's bodyguard. His name is Justin. So I met him through Advice Guy's live stream. Really cool guy. He's in India. So Justin, this is Shar. Shar, this is Justin. We have those here too, but we have 3 different types of woodpeckers. Oh, I didn't know that there were 3 different types. How often does Andy stream? Oh, he's always on, bro. He's probably on right now. The problem with him is that if he stopped streaming, he would stop alcohol for sure. It's because he streams and all these people like provoke him to drink. That's why he drinks. But I think that he's formed like a thicker skin. I don't know if he's gonna get back to it or not. I really hope he quits, but we'll see. Oh my god, I think I've seen advice before. We have those here too. Okay, how often does Andy stream? Oh, probably like 4 to 5 times a day. What's up, Justin? LOL. Hi. Yeah, you guys should sub to each other. Look at this guy with all the baby. Tag, I've been waiting for you, bro. I've been waiting for you. Now I lost Matt. So I have you on, I have Trish on, I have Justin on, I have Shar on, I have Pacers on. Just missing Matt, and it would be nice to have Siberian on as well. Um, and there's no baby oil in here, man. This is some Moroccan oil. High heat Moroccan oil. More of a well-wisher, less of a bodyguard to Chris Brother. Yes. Yeah, Justin's cool, man. I never did that either till I seen them. One is huge one with a red head, and the other is small one like a bird size. Yeah, this is not a massive one, but it does have red in it though. Was Andy? Yeah, Andy was in jail for I'd say 2.5 months, and he has a clean record, time served. Did I think you were right after we all went to sub at Jana's? I think the algorithm gave her a little. Yeah, it definitely did. You definitely boosted her algorithm, but I knew she was gonna make it big, and then she lost her channel for it. She got suspended for a little bit, and then she came back. Um, tag, are you done working? You all finished? I'm all done, man. I took my daughter to get her. She had an orthodontics appointment to get her braces, to get the routine stuff. Stop burning your neck, bro. No, man, this was all from work, man. It is like I feel like itching it. I've been putting the aloe vera on there, or vinegar and aloe vera, but I'm in pain, man. Siberian, we got you on here. I've been waiting for you to get on here. All right, now I got the dream team over here. Siberian, Trish, Tag. Now I'm only missing Matt. This sucks because I really wanted to share some news with you guys. How you doing, Siberian? Glad to see you on. Yeah, it is really hot. It's like about 76 degrees. Feels like I'd say 85 right here. If we could get Matt on here, I'd love to share the news with you guys. Trish, is there any way that you can message Matt and just tell him to get on real quick? Yeah, I got some news. I think you guys pretty much know where I'm going with this. But I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to share the news with all of you while I have everyone on. I'm so glad to see you all on here because it's 4:35 over here. I figured that everyone would be busy. But I was like, let me give it a shot and try. I was supposed to come in at 12, but Matt had a live at 12 o'clock. So I skipped mine because I wanted him to be on there as well. Yes, be right back. Thank you, Trish. And all of y'all. Siberian, do you guys know Siberian? She's been on since the beginning. So Tag, you know Siberian. Justin is Advice Guy's bodyguard. But you guys should all sub to each other. Siberian's on live pretty often. She's usually on Doug's live on his panel. So I go over there quite often at night. But you guys should sub to her. Matt put them things to work last. Oh, he did, man. He really did, man. He was all in a good mood today. You saw that glow? Oh, is he burning his neck? No, my neck is better now, man. Like I put on that aloe vera, but I just gotta stop itching it. It's tough to stop itching it. If we get Matt on here, I could share that news with you. Of course, Siberian, anytime. I'm glad you joined in. I feel like somehow the message got to you that I wanted you on here. Because I mentioned your name. I was like, I wish Siberian was on here, and then you popped up. I said the same thing about Tag, and then Tag popped up. So it's like we got the dream team. Then Trish was first. He said he didn't know they vibrated once the button. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, hopefully all of you guys are over the age of 18. But Matt got some toys as a gift. I think it was a gag joke from his brother. and it was some X-rated toys, and so he's been playing with that, and then it was pretty funny. If you guys want to watch, he has his recorded live stream from yesterday, but we were all cracking up when he did a box reveal. I texted him, "Hey H brother, do you want to send me an email to Matt?" Oh no, it's all right, Justin. Trish has his phone number, so she reached out to him. She texted him. Thanks a lot, Trish. Siberian giggling. You have another baby? I have three babies. Well, three kids. I have one 14-year-old who's going to be 15 next month. And then I have a 4-year-old who's in pre-K. And then I have a 5-year-old in first grade. Which is why it's tough for me to stream all the time. Hey, yes, Justin. Silent Sally, that's her name. Send him an email. No, he doesn't even look at email. He's more of a text person or a call person. He's so backed up on emails. He has everyone emailing him for collaborations, and he doesn't get back to them because he's just swamped with. He's like so backed up with it. He's still trying to play catch up. You know, I'm just 16. Yeah, you could have fooled me, Siberian. I thought you were 18. Trish, you're welcome. Okay. It's either he's having a baby boy or he's finally coming out of the closet. You're wrong with both of them. But I'll give you a little hint. The news I'm about to tell you is, I think, what a gay person would feel like if they came out of the closet. So that's a pretty good hint. He was watching the game early. Yeah, he was watching the game. He stopped in. He said it was what do you call it? Not halftime, but what do you call the halftime in soccer? Like intermission or something. LOL, everyone get ready to vape. We can all get high together. It's not weed, all right? This is just so I don't smoke a cigarette. It has nicotine in it. I don't do anything else. This is my only vice. Nicotine is my weakness. We missed 420. Eastern time. Wow, 19 likes. I don't think I've ever had 19 likes before. That is pretty crazy. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. And 10 people in here, alright. We're in business today. Is this the right time to come on? I wish I could make this my regular time to come on, but this is earlier than usual. Tag, you finish early too, huh? We use 420 Eastern time. LOL, I don't know who would want to see him live using it. Yeah, it was pretty, but I gotta say, like, it was pretty, he's gonna do a thorough review of it. So if the review is good, Tags already got it added to cart, so he's gonna push the purchase button once Matt gives his review. Tag, alright, just tell us because Matt's busy with the toys, man. 20 likes, that's awesome. Coffee Khan, what's going on? Coffee, why don't I have you as a mod? And Coffee, sorry it took me so long to sub to you. You know what it was? I'll be totally honest with you. The first time I joined your collab, you were so quiet that I was just like, this is kind of boring. And then today's collab, you were like so talkative, you were interacting with the chat, and I liked that. It was nice. And then I was like, I'm surprised I'm not subbed to you, but I subbed to you at that point. So thanks for subbing back, and I'll make sure I leave a comment so that sub sticks. And then I joined afterwards. I saw you, I was like taking a quick break, and I saw you gaming. All right, just tell us. All right, I think you're going to invite us all for a barbecue. You got promoted in your age. Good news, right? Yeah, no, not promoted. That's not it. But I'm gonna tell you guys soon. Hello, Coffee Con, man. AK has people calling him all the time on Discord, and every time he answers, see. That's the thing I want to prevent. I feel like if you get on Discord, you have a lot of those people who just troll you and just play around, and I don't have time for that. I'm too old for that shit. If he doesn't answer, they keep calling. Yeah, you definitely are, Coffee. I feel like you've warmed up a lot, and so have I. Like, I feel like I've come a long way. Before, I would just be staring at the screen and just waiting for people to join in, and then now, like, there's actual people in here instead of bots. So this is awesome. LOL. Yeah, I'm buying one to send it to you. Yeah, right. You're probably gonna use it and then send it off to me. Sloppy seconds. Siberian Coffee Con. Hey Justin. Hi Siberian. Old. I'm old. I'm an old man. 46 years old. David, what's going on, man? Good to see you. David, you know what? Your shorts have not been popping up lately. What's up with that? And I am subbed and I have all notifications on, but I don't get your morning messages, and I like seeing that every morning. LOL, maybe. I wouldn't put it past you, Tag. I won't even watch. You nasty bastard. All the people are here. All the people are here except for Matt. We need Matt over here. If I could get him on here, and I would message him, but the only problem is that I know I would lose you guys. Thanks for, of course, coffee. It's like the blue wall in here. Everyone's blue. There was only one guy that I didn't blue up because I mean he was awesome though. I don't think he's on right now. No SA. Yeah, Cher's probably sleeping. I think it's like midnight in Pakistan. Every morning, 9 to 10 EST, pop shrooms. That's the thing that you were talking about, right, Pacers? That guy who, like, there's a channel where they tell you, like, the right dosage for shrooms. I didn't check out that channel yet, where you're microdosing and stuff. I feel like giving you guys the news already, but I can't do it without Matt. I have 94 Fahrenheit or 34 Celsius. That is way too hot. That's hot for us. That is. Do you have the AC on or no? I have mini splits in a couple of rooms just because I don't need it in the whole house, but I need to recharge my central AC. So I bought the 410, what do you call it, refrigerant, and like I watched like a ton of videos on how to do it, and then I spoke to my HVAC guy, and because I want to do it on my own. Check him out next. It's so much more than shrooms. I will. I've been meaning to, Pacers. Are you guys a couple now? Is who a couple? Me and Matt? Matt and I? Nah, he's my friend, man. All these people are my friends. This is a time. I usually start my stream between 4 and 4:30. Probably why you're getting more likes than usual. It's a good time. Yeah, Tag. I never realized that this is when everyone's on. But, Siberian, no AC on yet. But Tag, stay on, man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna, I just need Matt to join in, and then I will let you guys know when will he come. Brother, I have no idea, man. He probably came just now, several times in his dog. Now we have to guess. My house is surrounded with trees. Oh, that's nice. The only thing I worry with trees, like I had a lot of trees in the backyard, and I cut them all down. Only left one over there just because I like the way it blooms, but it only blooms like that for like a month and then it's gone. But I get worried with trees only because those were like huge trees, like where if there was a natural disaster, it would just crash right down on the house. So I get paranoid with that, and I don't like the leaves all over the place when I'm mowing the lawn. So it's pretty wide open now. Matt's with Sally right now, yeah. He's just whispering sweet nothings to Sally. To silent Sally. Whispering in her ear, I love you, babe. Morning ones are decent too. Yeah, well now, I definitely know now is a good time, but I rarely ever get out of work this early. I know for you, Tag, usually you're well, not usually, I'd say most of the time I see you on the road at this point. Quite windy at your place, H brother. Is it really? Are you guys having a tough time hearing me? Because it's not that windy. But I need to get a microphone. That's next on my list. I'm waiting for Cher to do his review on his microphone. And if that's good, then I'll get that same one. I do 7, 4, and 9:30. Yeah, dude, you do a lot of streams, but that's why you picked up so quickly, man. You got a lot of traction so fast. Like when you were gone, I'm sure a lot of people were like bummed out, man. I was bummed out when you were gone. Cause it's a fun channel. You got good people on there, you know? Moto Goat, what's going on, Moto Goat? How you doing? What is real name? I don't give out my real name. I just go with H Security. You can call me H, you can call me Security. You can abbreviate it any way you like. I really don't mind. How you doing, Moto? Moto, you seem cool. Only thing I ask of you is just don't spam the chat because I see you doing that on Matt's and that's the only thing I don't like. But if you're cool with that, we'll be good, man. She doesn't have ears, bro. That would just be another hole for him if she did have ears. Seems like almost every American states are windy. Yeah, but he doesn't need to be talking to the ears. Whispering sweet nothing to the holes. Seems like almost every American states are windy. Yeah, it's not really that windy. I think it's just the sound quality out here. Like it's just like a little breezy. No, you sound good. All right, that's good. I have a question. Sure. What's up, Moto? Uh, H Matt and huh? H Matt and oh, we're waiting for Matt, David. I'm waiting for Matt to share some news. Me too. I like Tag's lives. Yeah, his lives are a lot of fun. It's chill, laid back, and funny also. Yo, security, what's up, King? Nice to see you on here. And you I've known for a long time. So you are blued up. Moto Goat, good and bad. Moto, I thought you had a question, man. Okay. I would call you Gene. Do I look like a Gene? Uh, I am sorry, whipped. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, man. Just the only thing that bothers me was the spamming. You know, I know you're a cool guy. It's just that when I see you write the same thing several times, I'm just like, what's going on with Moto? You know, it just seems kind of strange. I sent Matt a message. All right, cool. Hopefully he'll jump on real quick. The Legend of Silent Sally. And the funny thing is, Coffee is she's knitting. She's gonna be knitting some clothing for Silent Sally. His name is Habibi, guys. Habibi Security. I'm not even Muslim. Oh, but Tag, something I wanted to mention. So, no, yeah, I am Hindu, but I don't necessarily pray to any specific god. I'd say I'm agnostic. So, like, I know there's a higher being, and I do pray. So it's not awkward because last time you were like, you know how you usually end every chat. You're like, pray for us and for your family and your friends and everything, which is awesome. I love that line, man. So and then you were like, I'm not sure if you pray, So yeah, of course I do, but just not to any specific god. I believe everyone has a different name for their higher power, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I think I am all caught up on this chat. Now, if I could just get Matt on here so I could share the news. All right, but let me give you guys. No, I gotta wait for him. But Tag, what'd you work on today at work? I got some plumbing done. I didn't get much done today though. Wasn't as busy, but I'm still in pain, man, from yesterday. Yesterday I was doing all the landscaping here. Let me give you guys a quick preview. Shut that off. So like to mow this lawn, it takes me a long time, and then the front is also pretty pretty large. So it takes me like about 3 hours to get all this stuff done. And Tag, this is the shed I built. I built this shed, and then I also built that shed, and that was all me. So I made them like custom sizes, poured the foundation. But one day I'll show you the inside of them. But I put windows, I put doors on there just so that I could get the lawnmower there and big equipment, you know, anything with like generators and stuff like that. All my work stuff is in those sheds. And then I also got another place where I put all my tools. I wish I had a pool back here, man. I love the pool that you have. Just sent Matt a message. Did I lose you guys? Because nobody's typing anything. But I see 6 people in here. 23 likes. But I don't see any messages. Did I lose you guys? Can someone type something just to make sure that so I know the chat is good? Yeah, I'm not getting any messages at all. Or if you... This is so weird that that I'm not seeing any messages. Should I end this live stream and just start another one? I don't know if you guys can even hear me. You know what? You could spam the hearts or something on the right side. If you click on that, then I'll know that you can hear me. I'm not getting anything. I think I lost you guys. Alright, I'm gonna restart this stream. And I don't get what happened though. I'm not getting any messages. Let me try to switch this to all messages. Okay, yeah, it's working. I'm getting it now. Alright, I'm good. Alright, I'm good. I didn't have it on all... Somehow it switched to top messages. Okay, let's see. Wow, I missed a lot of messages. Shit. Okay, H, I hope it is not about his date last night. That's what the H stands for. Yeah, you look like a gene. And you call you HS. Yeah, you can call me HS. Call me Devin. Alright, Devin. Nice to meet you, Devin. Crocheting, yeah, crocheting. Your house looks beautiful. Good, bro. Good job. Thanks a lot, King. Appreciate it. Are you Irish? No, I'm not Irish. I'm Indian. Guys, he's Egyptian. Oh, not again, Shar. I know you already made, what's his name? KS Egyptian. Hello, Devin. Coffee. We should all pray for each other. I agree, Coffee. It's always nice to keep everyone in your prayers. Are you Superman fan, H brother? The symbol on Superman chest means hope, right? Yeah, I'm a Superman fan. More of a Batman fan than a Superman fan. Welcome to H Securities. Do you pray to these? Do I pray to what? Be right back. KS is texting. Don't tell me, H brother, even you bought toys. That's no. I don't need toys. I get the real thing. We cannot compete with Sally. It's a lot of yard and garden work. It is a ton. 3 to 3.5 hours to do all that work every week. We were working at a vet place today. We have to make some closets bigger so they can fit in the new AC units into them. Tag, how bad was it? I know you had those move-in cools over there, but you didn't have. I don't know if you're working in hot conditions. I remember you saying it smells like shit and piss in there. I have been working on mine, H Security. How long does it take you to get done, Siberian, when you get all the work done? An acre, that is insane. You probably have a ride-on mower though, right? Still here, bro. Nice, brother. Good job. They look good. Pacers. By the time I get it done, it's time to start over. Yeah, I can't imagine doing that on my own. But that's what I always wanted, like an acre of land, nice yard, um, doing dad stuff, something. Still here. Hi. Okay, we are here. No, oh my God, H brother. I just shared your live to KS. KS never joins my live. I don't know why. Yes, do that, H brother. He hasn't even subbed to me. Is this still the live? Yeah. Yo, what up? Yo, Matt, what's going on, man? Finally, you're on, man. Okay. So do I have everyone over here? I have Shar, I have Matt, I have Tag, I have Siberian, I have Trish. Everyone is on, right? David is on. King is on. All right. So for those of you that don't know, my wife didn't know that I do live streaming because I didn't know whether it was going to be a permanent thing or not. So I was just testing out the waters, and I just hit the live button a couple of times, and so I went live, and I enjoyed it. I feel like for anyone who hasn't gone live, I highly recommend doing it. I think it really helps you. It's good for socialization. It builds confidence and self-esteem. So I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't done it. But I never told my wife that I live stream. So for a while, I guess silence is lying, right? If I'm not telling her. And so, I was creating shorts, I was going live, and then one time while I was doing a walking stream, Siberian and Trish were on there, and they had asked me, they were like, "What does your wife think about you live streaming?" And I never thought that any viewer would ask me that question. I think it was Trish or Siberian. I keep on forgetting which one of you it was. But so I told them, I said, my wife doesn't know that I live stream. And so I kept it a secret for a long time. I didn't say anything. And I was hesitant to tell her only because I felt like, I didn't know how she would feel about that because I'm just a very private person in general. Um, it, like, nobody really knows anything about me, right? I'm just born that way, right? Like, where I just don't share a lot. Anyway, one day, the kids, it's the weekend, it's Friday, and I had the kids in the living room, and I set them up on their chairs, on their high chairs, and I gave them a snack, and I turned on the TV. I put it on Mickey on YouTube, and I used my other account for that, for the family channel. So they're watching Mickey on there, and I go and then my wife was got home, and then she was about to feed them. So I go to my room. I'm laying down on the bed, and I'm doom scrolling on my phone, and then I hear my voice, and I'm like, oh shit! And I could hear it's a short that I created on my channel. Now that's a totally different channel. I'm not subbed to this channel through that channel at all. And my wife is playing my short on there, and so I come out there, I run out there, and my eldest daughter is sitting on the island, and she looks at me, and then I run into the room, and I'm like, oh shit, so my short is playing on the TV screen, and then I go, well, what are you doing, and then she's like, you're on a short, and then I'm like, I know I am, can you change it? And she's like, no, I want to watch it. And it was a short about how kids are a blessing. So she watches it, and then she hits the like button, and then that was it. She didn't ask me any questions or anything. And then yesterday, right, it was like in between Tag's stream. I was talking to her, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, like that short that you saw is because I started live streaming on YouTube." And she was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." She didn't ask me on her own, like, why do you have a short or anything like that, or she was just shocked to see it, but there was no questions that followed. So then I told her on my own. I said, by the way, I started live streaming. And she's like, "Oh, how does that work?" And I was like, "Oh, it's you just go live and you're chatting with people. Like they can see your video and you can interact with them." And she's like, "Oh, that's cool, And then she's like, "So, how is it?" Like, and I go, "It's great." She goes, "How many subs do you have?" So I tell her, but I didn't say anything like, I don't want you on the live stream, like, because I use it as a form of therapy, right, and socialization, and I enjoy it that way. But I wouldn't mind if she jumps on, and from time to time or whatever. It's not as like I have anything bad to say about her, but it's kind of like, when you go to a therapist and you want to be alone. I have been to a therapist once in my life, and then I found it to be a crock of shit. So after that, I never went to one. But I feel like this is similar to that situation where you could say whatever you want to the camera, and you have people interacting and listening to what you have to say. So I find it to be very therapeutic. But anyway, bottom line, sorry to be so long-winded. She finally knows I am good to go, so I will be streaming at any point now. Now I'm good, and it is such a relief. I feel like a whole load off my shoulders. So um, so thanks for that, because I feel like that question, Trish, was what got things going. So, and I feel just so much more relaxed. Like, I mean, before I felt like I was hiding something. And that guilty feeling was just bothering me, because I don't hide anything from her. So it just felt weird. Let me catch up to the chat. Yes, do that, H brother. Yes, is this still live? Yes, it's live. Yo, what up? Uh, he gets the real thing once a month if he's lucky. Nah, tag. I'm pretty regular, man. If I don't get it, you could tell because I'm usually very edgy. I'm angry. Uh, Jesus is King. Matt, do you sing when you cook? Yeah, I do actually. I do sing when I cook. But I don't know how to cook much. All I know how to cook is ramen noodles and eggs. So Matt suggested, he's like, I have an idea for you for your live stream. You can do cooking videos and chat. Now, I didn't respond back to him because I didn't have time, but that's all I know how to cook. There's a few recipes that Trish gave me, which I want to try though. What up, Nikki? I didn't see Nikki on here. Who's Nikki? No, I hand mow my lawn hand mow. Holy crap, an acre of land hand mowing? That's insane. It was hot as hell. All good, bro. Matt, good to see you, Matt. What up, Siberian? Hey, Matt. Not much, Matt. Hi, Connie. With ya, gone me. Okay, bro. Did you guys hear the whole thing? Because I don't see any interaction about that stuff. So anyway, tag. Now I can do the collabs. We're clear with that. Um, so I wouldn't mind doing that now. Um, but for some reason I don't see any chats again. I'm gonna try switching it again to top and then back to all messages and see if that resolves it. But I don't see anything right now, and I don't understand why this keeps on happening. YouTube is messing up big time. Let's see, top messages and then all messages. See if this fixes it. Yep, now it's back again. It's weird that method works. So guys, just so you know for future reference, you can change it to top messages and then all messages, and then all your messages pop up. Yeah, that was Trish. Just got done watching Arsenal game. Oh, nice. Congrats, Matt. I hope you made some money on that, dude. Naughty boy. Cool, Matt. Pep is leaving City at the end. Season Matt. I like Bayern Munich. Yeah, I heard. Oh, busted. I just watched a video about Bayern. I bet she's your wife watching a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. And if she is, that's all right. It's all part of their history. That's why I won't go to a therapist. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people swear by a therapist. They think it's very good for you. I just, I feel like it just seemed like a crock of shit. And I also feel like medications, like all that stuff, like it's another form like where you get addicted to things. But I think it's beneficial for a lot of people. Like I think, and Matt, I know you're public about this, so I don't think you would mind if I discuss it. But in Matt's case, I think that was very helpful, where it got him off of everything, and he can, at some point, once he feels like he's good, he can slowly start to figure out a plan to start weaning off of everything. And he's not on much. I think he's on 3 things, but they're pretty they are addictive, or they are addictive medications. That Devin guy probably is your wife, I guess. I don't know. Whose wife? No, Devin is that's Goat. He's from Matt's channel.
I didn't know that was his real name. Congrats. Thanks a lot, Trish. Appreciate it. Does she know about any? Well, Matt, my daughter knows of you. My, I need subs. You're hilarious, Matt. But I will get her on though, because I want her to know everyone. You know. Glad she knows. Yes, I am. You have no idea how relieved I am. I feel like a whole load off. I feel like this is what it would feel like if a gay person had to come out to their parents. I'm sure it feels something like this. Honesty is the best policy. Life is what you make it. So you're playing hide and seek. What? Get the fuck out of here. Dude, KS on my live stream? About time, man. Holy shit, man. He was the first channel that made me a mod. K Smooth. This guy's awesome, by the way, guys. He jumps on live stream, and he usually raps in his car or in his house, in his basement or something. But he just reads the comments. He's really good at it, very skillful at it, and he just starts rapping the comments, and he does a great job at it. So if you guys, and he's usually on at night, late at night for us. I don't know what time it is out in Canada, but he raps at night. You should do a one egg challenge now. I don't know what that is. Hi KS. And guys, if you guys don't mind, subscribe to KS. Show him some support. KS, subscribe to these guys. I know all of them. They're regulars on my channel. But I remember telling K Smooth when I first started. And by the way, he released an album. He's on he's on Spotify, and he has some good music. And it's not AI. It's actually his actual voice. You have good life with good fruits. Made Maggie noodles. Ah, nice, man. Maggie sounds good right about now. What flavor did you get? Masala flavor? Wait, what was the news? Tag, you missed it all, man. You're gonna have to rewind and watch it, man. But my wife knows, so we're all in the clear now. I kind of wish you were here for the whole thing, man. I thought you were here. KS, how are you? Siberian, Key Smooth. Just kidding. Oh, you were here, you bastard. Alright, I'm glad you were here for the whole thing. Thanks, good meds making it worse. Yeah, I feel like with a lot of antidepressants, they get you hooked on that shit, and then a lot of times they're just using you as a guinea pig and trying to figure out what works best for you, and you have a bad reaction to it, and they switch you to something else, and it's just fucking with your brain, you know? Men that go to therapists are soft. Now, I don't necessarily believe that, you know? I mean, like, some people actually need that help. Like, let's just say I know people who are suicidal and they need to go to a therapist, and if they didn't go to a therapist, they would have killed themselves. And I would hate for the, you know, for people to lose their lives, you know? Coffee, hello. For me, anyways. Hi, David. KS, did you hear the big news? No, but I do music therapy. You actually do, man. I do feel some sort of therapy when I'm on your stream. That's not true. Tag. I see a therapist. Yeah, nothing wrong with the therapist, Matt. Not you, Matt. I, just other men. Just men without a doll, without a blow up doll. Jesus is King. I was in a car crash and had anxiety about going back in a car, and I got sent to a therapist, and she started talking about my childhood, and I was like, I'm out. Yeah, King. I mean, sometimes they try to dive deep unnecessarily. Anyone who needs mental help should see a therapist. Yeah, I think that is helpful. It is helpful for a lot of people, and there is nothing wrong with it. I just hate it when people feel like when they don't have mental health issues and then they go to a therapist and the therapist kind of provokes them to come in more often when they don't actually need that therapy. Well, either way, it's not. I guess it's not harmful or whatever. But I hopefully I have 3 kids. Hopefully none of them have to see a therapist. You know, but I mean, if they do, I mean, the time would come. You know, like hopefully we never have to go down that route. Oh my God, KS, I've had the cold goosebumps thinking about your brother's nasty nail. Shar, you have a thing for his brother, man. You really do. Like, cause all you do is talk about his brother. But your brother's hairstyle is hilarious, man. If you met both my parents, you guys would understand. Well, I don't know. Your mom just seems overbearing, but isn't every mom overbearing? I subscribe. All right, I got Trish as a subscriber. No, I'm just kidding. So, KS, you got a new subscriber. Trish just subscribed. If you could sub back to her, show some support. Use the resources available, Matt. Um, and KS, I don't think he ever goes on anyone else's lives. So, I feel honored, man. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for showing some support. It's nice just to, be on the other side. I mean, the R med peddlers, but I would be worse. Yeah, I think Matt, in your case, you would definitely be worse off, and they are definitely peddlers. But big pharma pushes every drug. That is true. They rob us blind, and I invest big in pharmaceuticals for that reason. Like Eli Lilly, Pfizer, all those companies, and a lot of startup pharmaceutical companies, because I know that's going to do well, and they do take off. Salvia tests, saliva tests can see what meds work best for you with antidepressants. Yeah, Matt, it's interesting that you mentioned that because I didn't know of that. I was having a whole conversation about this on my live stream not too long ago. And I was like, I hate how they use you as guinea pigs. And then you had mentioned that they used your saliva to figure out what medication works best with your, I guess, genetics or your brain chemistry, right? I don't know what the proper term is. But like I mentioned before, I used to work my first major, my original major was going to be pharmacy. So I worked at a pharmacy for about 7 years. I worked at CVS and then Walgreens first and then CVS. So I was a pharmacy tech, a licensed pharmacy tech, right? And I would watch people like when they would first get their antidepressants. And back then they didn't do saliva tests. But I would watch people when they would first get their script for an antidepressant. And I would have a conversation with them. I would interact with them. And then I would slowly see how that impacted them as they come back in for a refill. And I would see they would slowly start to get slower. They would lose their personality. They were like zombies that were walking in. Matt, you're a one-off. I think you found the right medication. But I remember, and they would constantly be switching antidepressants. So it sucked back then for anyone who was on antidepressants. But there were times that I felt like I should have been on antidepressants because I was depressed at points, But I think everyone was at some point or another in life. But I remember when my dad passed, I was in horrible shape. And I tried some St. John's wort, which is over the counter. It's like a herbal medication. There's no real stuff in there. It's just herbal stuff. And that did help me. And then I got off of that like after I felt better. But I know death is a part of life, but I guess I felt like my family was invincible at some point. You lose sight of that eventually you're going to lose your parents. And my dad was my best friend, and so it was very difficult for me. That was one person, the only person that I would confide to. I would just shoot pool with him, or just go to his house and just we'd hang out at the basement, shoot some pool, just chill, and it was awesome, And so it was tough when I lost him. We pay more for meds than any other. Yeah, because they push it. They push it big time over here. I was just messing around, guys. Some people need a therapist, and some people need to be on meds. Yes, that's correct, Tag. I don't get offended. I overshare. I probably should keep some more stuff hidden. No, but I like that of your personality, Matt. And there are times that I know it's going to get me in trouble because I tell you things, and sometimes you let the cat out of the bag. Like the other day, and I think this was yesterday, where I blocked BF's posts because he was posting stuff, and it was stuff that I'm not interested in any drama, and I blocked his posts, and I told you about it, and then you let the cat out of the bag, like on the stream. You were like, oh, no shit, you don't see it because you blocked him. But I didn't block him, I just wanted to block his posts. But I didn't want. I need to figure that out because I can't see when he's on. I can't interact with him. but I just didn't want to see the post. I didn't want to get involved in any of that drama. There was a whole generation put on meds. Yeah, and there's so many shows on Netflix about that, about the addictions and the whole, what do you call that? The whole, like it was a pandemic or something. Not a pandemic, but what do you call that? With the whole medication thing. Why did the couch go to the therapist? It felt like everyone was just using it. That's pretty funny. K Smooth B, yeah, I saw back. KS, thanks for being here, man. It's awesome that you showed up. Um, the ADHA generation. Yep, that is true. I told my therapist that everyone hates me. She said, "Don't be ridiculous. Everyone hasn't met you yet." ADHD. I think I have ADHD though. I lose focus pretty quickly, and which is why I can't multitask. I can stay super focused, but I can't talk. I can't do multiple things at once. So, which is why I can't stream and do stuff. If I streamed and did stuff, I would not be able to interact with you guys at all. Chemical makeup. No, like I was talking about the thing where people they were prescribing stuff, and then a lot of people got hooked on stuff. It's not pandemic, the opioid pandemic, or the opioid crisis. That's what it was. Brain chemistry works as well. KS. Matt retracted a whole bunch of messages. Yeah, my whole family has tried the St. John's at some point. Yeah, and it was good. It did help. They antidepress you until you're depressed again, and then you depend on the pills that made you. Yeah, and they keep on increasing your dosage. Dax, I'm familiar with St. John's wort. You can actually grow it. Yeah, I heard you can, but I wouldn't know like the dosage and all that stuff. But not that I need it anymore. So I'm not. I grow it because it's beautiful yellow in color. Rest in peace, HS Pops. Thanks a lot, Tag. Appreciate it, man. The flower is yellow. I grow plenty of herbs. Sometimes we feel like we're going to live forever and then forget that we are going to lose our loved ones one day. Yeah, that's the sad part. Even though it's a part of life. But I'll tell you one thing. I do believe in the afterlife. Like, when my dad passed away, I was getting so many signs. I'm going to show you guys something, and I'll share it with you. On my dad's birthday, I was so depressed. And I came out on these steps right over here on my back porch alone. And I was drinking a protein shake. I sat on those steps, and I was just looking at the sky, and I was like, "Happy birthday, Dad." And a bird came right in front of me and dropped a cookie off right in front of me. Now, I don't know how it is in your household, but traditionally what we do is we feed cake to each other. Every member of your family, you cut the cake, and the first thing you do is you feed your family members. And so I would always do that on his birthday. And that bird just flew down there, and it's caught on surveillance footage. And so I really do believe in the afterlife, and there's always like a red cardinal that comes over here. Sometimes I know it sounds crazy, but I'll just sit out here and I'll just, talk to my dad, But I found that fascinating, like that happened. But it was exactly at that moment. You'd see me on the camera just looking up at the sky, and in my head I'm saying, "Happy birthday, Dad." Or I could have said it out loud. And then exactly at that point, a bird flew down there, dropped a cookie off, and flew off. I'm familiar with St. John, and I know it sounds gross, but I did take a bite of that cookie. I grow it because it's beautiful. Flowers. Sometimes we feel like we're going to live forever and forget that we're going to lose our loved ones. David said hi. What's up, David? Glad you're back. I'm going to be in here, but I got to drive to get Dr. Pepper. I need to try Dr. Pepper, man, because I always see you drinking it, and now I'm curious to taste it and just see what it's like. I also got to try Sally. I don't want to get in trouble for driving and typing and lose you guys as friends. That was ridiculous, man. So Matt lost one of his friends, or quote-unquote friends, because the guy was like, "Oh, you're driving and streaming at the same time." Like, screw you, man. That's not a real friend, man. I mean, I do want you to be safe, but I wouldn't defriend you because of that, you know? I'll probably still be typing though. Cool. No, Matt, be safe, man. We need you. Jesus is King. That's beautiful. We will all be with our loved ones in the kingdom, bro. I hope so, man. I really hope I see him again. I really hope that is the afterlife, you know? Yeah. But I appreciate that, King. There is afterlife, brother, and your dad is watching you from above, and he'll always be there. Yeah, I really feel like he is watching me, man. You know, like there are times, like even with business and stuff, like you know, I'm dealing with decisions and stuff, and I used to talk to him about everything. You know, like whenever I had a closing of the property, or I'm buying something new, um, or if I have any hardships or whatever, or even if like I'm not getting along with my wife or something, like I first person I'd go to is my dad. Um, but yeah, now I just you know I go out here and you know whenever I see the birds, you know I feel that's him. Like let me show you something right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now I'm gonna try to do this without scaring off the birds, but if you see there's always these birds that are just hanging out, and that was right next to me before. But I don't find it coincidental. I know a lot of people are gonna call bullshit, but I really feel like it's him at times, you know. And then and randomly I would find feathers everywhere. Let's see. Let me see. Try Sal. An afterlife, brother. I agree. He's chilling with Beulah. Yeah, Beulah. I remember Beulah, man. Rest in peace to your grandmother, Matt. With my old man too. Yeah, I know, Siberian. You seem like you were really close to him because I know you mention him all the time, and I feel like your dad. I don't know your dad, but he seems like he did a great job with you. You know, you seem like a very independent woman, very intelligent, very welcoming, very supportive. You know, so he definitely did something right. Damn good thing I don't get those guys in my stream. I will lose people every day. Damn good thing. Yeah, no, that guy was a real dick. Um, what was his name? Something with a V. I can't remember his name. Venom. That's what it was. That's what that guy's name is. He has his channel, and he's a large channel. He's like on the same level as Matt, but he was constantly like telling Matt what to do, you know, and like bossing him around and shit, getting upset if he doesn't take his advice. And never be that type of person. Like if you want to give advice to somebody, and if they don't want to take it, that's up to them. You know, we're grown men. You know, we don't need to like get all butthurt about that. The opioid crisis, opioid epidemic. This is the most famous real-world historical example. Yep, I agree. Ole, corporate-induced epidemic. It's getting dark there. No, it's bright out here. It's only 5:30 out here. But I'm gonna get off soon. This is a long stream, an hour and 36 minutes. This is a lot of fun, guys. I think this was my record. Not bullshit about the words, yeah. So Trish, you believe in that too, huh? It's nice, man. I wouldn't mind. I always tell my kids, I'm like, Dad's, because I always tell them, we call our grandfather, the word is Dada. And so I have a picture of my dad, you know, in two places in the house, you know, like that's what we do in our religion. Usually we have a picture of our father and we get fresh flowers for him every week. We put fresh flowers around him. It's kind of like a necklace that you put around in respect for your loved ones. And so, you know, they know Dada was my best friend. And so every single time they see a bird, they're like, oh, look, it's Dada, you know, and the red bird, whenever they see the cardinal. And then my daughter on her own, she's like, Dad, one day are you gonna be a bird? And I go, yeah, I'm gonna be a bird with Dada. And then she goes, when you are a bird, can you come and fly next to me? And can you bring Dada also? You know? Um, and that was the sweetest thing. I was like, yeah. And then she goes, so I know it's you. You know, but she wasn't sad about it. She was just saying it straight up. But I feel like if you prep your kids young and they know about death, it, maybe, hopefully, it won't hit them that hard because they're very close to me, you know? So I just hope that they don't go through that. I'm sure no matter what, you're going to go through that pain, that grief when your loved one passes, but hopefully it's as bad. Like I would cry like crazy, like, you know, and I'm not a crier, you know. That was the last time that I cried when my dad passed away. Prior to that, I can't recall the last time I cried. And I'm not trying to say I'm a big man because I don't cry. I just don't cry in general. That's not me, you know. But I would cry to the point where I would get massive headaches for days and days, you know. Um, no bullshit about the birds. Is Chaos in the chat? Has he changed his name? No, I haven't seen Chaos here. He's probably at work or something. There's all kinds of people in the chat, good and bad. Yeah, but so far today, I think we've been pretty good. I haven't seen any bad comments or any trolling comments. You had a popping live. Was consistently 10 to 12 for a lot. Yeah, man. Well, thanks to you guys, you know. You guys are always supportive. This channel is here because of you guys. I definitely believe 100%, Trish, 100%. People will come and go in your chat. Yeah, they will, you know. But I hope all of you guys stay because we've got a good group of people here. Yeah, I recommend nobody take my advice, even though my name is the advice guy. Most of the time, it's bullshit. uh, is no one chatting? No, everyone is. I see the chat going. Just kidding, I try my best. Death is easier if you're taught about... Yeah, 100% Siberian. I wasn't taught that. But my dad used to always say to me, like, I guess because my dad had a couple of strokes. He was fully functional still. He was just a little slower with things, but he could still shoot pool. He could play cards. We'd play rummy together. He'd play with his friends. But after his stroke, he would fall randomly, like his balance, because of vertigo. He would lose his balance at times, and each time he would always say, you know, I was about to say my name out loud because he would say my name and he'd be like, you know, it's my time to go. I can't wait to go. And I'd be like, Dad, don't talk like that. I'd get really upset whenever he would say that because I'm like, I'm not ready for you to go, so don't talk about that because I didn't even want to think about it, you know. But I guess he was just prepping me, you know. But he really wanted to go because he was like, I don't want to get to a point where I can't. I guess, you know, I understand where he's coming from because you never want to get to the point where others are taking care of you, where you're dependent on others. And I'm the same way. I would want to go. I wouldn't want my wife having to take... I don't want to be a burden on anyone. Even though I know my loved ones will do everything for me, you know, and they will take care of me until the very end. I don't want to be that burden, you know. I'd rather God take me away before I get to that point. And David, I know you don't like this deep talk, but whatever, man. Death is easier if you're taught about at an early age. I have a hard time at funerals because I can feel everyone's emotion. Yeah, you know, but that's the one thing I don't miss. I'll miss parties and stuff, but funerals are the one thing that I feel like a spiritual connection when I go there. That's beautiful, brother. I don't want to think of the day I will leave my daughter heartbreaking. Yeah, it's sad, man. You know, like I think about that too. Like hopefully I can see my kids get married, you know, get their own place. Hopefully I'll have one of them take over my business. You know, that'd be awesome. North Carolina State Police. What's up, Popo? Remember to wear your seatbelts. It is the law. Thank you for that public service announcement and welcome to the chat. Hello, North Carolina State Police. Damn, North. Are you watching me? Cops are always following me around every turn. Every move I make, they're watching. This live stream is really getting emotional. Yes, hey Chris brother, please come live. I'll join. What, Justin, was that too deep for you? You know, David always tells me, he's like, sometimes your live streams are way too deep, and I like I like deep talk at times. Not all the time, but I do like deep talks, because it's a part of life and it stimulates my brain. You know, it's deep stuff. Not everything is going to be about joking around, and you know, sometimes you talk about real stuff. You know, this live stream is really getting emotional. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Now let me just make sure I didn't miss any messages. Yeah, but Chris, if you're gonna, well, tag, if you're gonna jump on live, I'll jump on yours. But my kids are gonna be getting home soon anyway, so I just want to hang out with them for a bit, and then I can jump on. But tag doesn't go on at this time. Usually he reaches home at this time, and then he gets off at this time. And then he jumps on in the evening. So I think today he just spent his time over here hanging out with me, which I appreciate, tag. Ash share about us talking a guy down. Oh, really? Siberian? That's pretty crazy. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this YouTube streaming. I feel like a lot of people, especially as a viewer, sometimes they write random things, but they're actually serious. I know the chances are slim, but they come on here and they just vent and they can talk about anything, and they like the fact that we can't see them, we don't know where they live, we don't know their name, and they come on your chat and they vent and they, you know, they say something pretty deep, you know, and you can help them out. And Tag helps them out, which is why I didn't want him when he stopped going live. I was like, damn man, that sucks, because he helps a lot of people on his chat more than he knows, you know. And I see them, like they seem like they're in the down in the dumps, or they're having girl problems or whatever, relationship problems, and he helps them out. You know, he gives them good advice, you know, and he's supportive of them, and I'm sure that he has helped more people than he actually knows that he's helped. I don't look at death as negative. Yeah, I've seen that, Tag. You always say, hey, listen, you know, it's part of life, and we're all gonna go at some point, you know, and we're gonna join our loved ones. I think God created everything, even death. Yeah, it's the cycle of life. So to me, it's beautiful because we can return to our Creator. I agree, Tag. It's just sad to know that. I just hope it happens only after I see my kids get married and are settled down, and you know, are good, and then I could just be like, I wish I could just be like, all right, now I'm ready to go, God, and then, you know, I'm okay with that. But he had a gun. I went to shares. That is pretty crazy, Siberian. I went to shares to get him. He came to the chatter stream. On whose channel was this, Siberian? I like the connection support. This is good therapy. Trish, I know you appreciate this kind of talk. Siberian does. I know a lot of you can handle this stuff. David, for some reason, he doesn't like this kind of talk. Losing my dad, and Justin, I don't think appreciates it either. Losing my dad, then my fiance a year apart to the same month. Oh, that is tough. That can really do a lot to you. I think 2 in the same year. I think it takes a long time, and it doesn't get better. It just, before I used to, you know, break down every time like I had the thought of my dad. It's just that now it's just more controllable, and I put a lot of things together. Like a lot of things made sense that my dad had told me. Okay, something important here. Say you were shopping for baby oil. What kind did you recommend? I can always count on Matt to lighten the mood. No, you need some KY, bro. That's what you need. Some fresh KY in the hair. I think Sally would appreciate that. Dual purpose. Sorry to hear that, Connie. Get the real stuff, man. You can't go wrong, all right? Don't get the Dollar Tree stuff. Sorry to hear, Connie. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, Connie. May they both rest in peace. And thank you for sharing that. And when was that, if you don't mind me asking, Connie? Matt, go with KY. You see, Connie knows. Connie knows everything. But yes, it still hurts when we lose our loved ones because we're human. But if you believe you will see them again in short time, then it's really a beautiful thing that you will live with them forever. 100% tag. Thanks, guys. A man called Pappy Carl. Yeah, I haven't heard of him. And do you still keep in touch with him, Siberian? I hope he's all right now. Yeah, I'm almost home. I won't do streams till tonight. Well, Tag, I'll definitely be on yours. In fact, Tag, if you want to do a duel, I'm down for tonight. Unless you're doing it with Matt. I know Matt doesn't like to stream late. But if you, yeah, Matt's not going to stream in the evening. Unless he wants to do it, he has first dibs because I know he's been trying to do a collab with you. So first comes Matt. If he's not able to do it, then I'll do a duel with you. I just don't want to be jumping the line or anything. Yeah, I'm almost home. I deleted that comment. How did you read that, H brother? Because I have access to everything, Justin. Everything. No, I'm kidding, man. I have had several of these situations. Yeah, I'm sure it happens quite often, you know. And I like the fact that people can use YouTube to do that. It's therapy for everyone, not just for me. It's therapy for me to just come on here and chat with you guys, but not only that, like it's for you guys also. I'm sure, you know, there's going to be times where we get so close where Shar is going to come on here and just be like, hey, this is what happened. Or Siberian maybe can share her issue, or Trish, or Tag even, you know, or Matt, you know. Well, Matt I talk to on pretty much every day. I dare you to tell Cashier that you're Egyptian before she even speaks, and then just carry your conversation like it was nothing. Damn, brother, that brought a tear to mine. Yeah, yes, I still stalk with, but a tear to your eye. Not everything else, but just the fact that we're gonna go live. But Tag, I need your email address, man. So if you can do me a favor, because Matt's, or if you want to post if you're okay with posting your email address on here, or if you can somehow get it to Matt, if you email Matt and then Matt can give it to me. I can't post mine, man, because I use that email address for everything. I don't have a, what do you call it? A download email address. What do you call that? A shadow email address or something? Yes, I still talk. That's awesome that you keep in touch with them. Like, you're there to be supportive. If you're on tonight, I'll watch. Yeah, sure, I'll be on if Tag is ready to do it. As long as it's not through dinner. We'll probably go in 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah, let's do it. Awesome. Message retracted. Matt, why do you keep on retracting your message, man? No, when you said I help... Oh, no, you do, bro. Yeah, it does seem to know. I head through the grapevine. It's 18 hours and 43 minutes drive to... Yeah, it does seem to know. I heard through the grapevine it's 18 hours and 43 minutes drive to NM. Sorry, Matt, I lost you on that. To NM? You do help people, Tag. It's like I'm appreciating or not want to be a part of this conversation, but it's 3:10 each brother. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I'm sorry if I... No, Justin, you didn't offend me at all, bro. Look, it's all good, bro. You have a good night. Thanks for jumping on, and I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Have a good night, all right? And as Tag would say, pray for all of us, and we'll all pray for you. Apparently, if you delete your messages, it brings more viewers. That's not true. Thank God. And so Tag, you and me are on the same page, man. You're allowed to stream. I'm allowed to stream, so we are all good. New Mexico, I think. Good night, Justin. Later, Tag. Wait, Tag is leaving too? Okay, yeah. Justin, wake up. Jay, what's going on, brother? Good to see you on, man. Welcome. I'm close to ending the stream. I'm gonna end it in 8 more minutes, all right? It's 0 miles to NM for me. Oh, okay. Got it. So Matt looked it up. I need my bodyguard here. Yeah, you're going to have to go. But I wanted to ask him before he left why he spelled bodyguard incorrectly. Was the other one taken? Does someone else have, or did he just accidentally spell guard incorrectly? And don't worry, you have the other Mr. Official advice guy, the official advice guy, which is Matt. I know nothing. No, I'm here. Okay. AJ, okay. Good night. All God bless you, and I hope you all have a nice day. Justin, and just answer that question before you go. Did you spell it incorrectly, or was the other one taken? Where you spelled guard wrong in your name? Gaurd instead of Guard. So I just want to know which one it is. Hey, tag. Cuzzy Cuz, good to see you. What up, Jay? It never goes away. It just gets easy. You know what? I think that this stream was also successful because I also, my wife is aware now, so I feel a lot more at ease. Can you guys tell any difference from the way I stream now to the way I streamed before? Because like now she can walk in, like she's gonna get home from work about any minute, but I don't have to like worry about it. If she sees it, it's all good. It never goes away. Just gets easier to ride the waves of grief. Yeah, I think you get more. I don't know what the right word is to use, but yeah, it becomes more tolerable. How about that? God bless you, brother. Yeah, good night, Justin. I'll see you, man. He didn't answer the question, right? Justin, coffee. I'm going to send Matt another email as soon as I get home. If you can share with H, Matt, so he can get on tonight. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Tag. That would be perfect. Just get that email address correct so that I can get it. And then I'll create. And I don't care if you want to do it on your channel or my channel. I'm not looking to monetize, so I don't care. But yes, you will get a different crowd, I guess. Or I think majority of these people are sub to you as well. But either way, I'm fine with it, man. Whichever one you choose. Yeah, less tense. Yeah, I'll share with him. Tag, lost grandma in 22, dad in 23, Tino in 24. I'm guessing Tino is your ex or your husband. That's sad, Connie. May they all rest in peace. Thanks, Matt. I have to go make a thumbnail for it. Tag, you want to make the thumbnail? You go for it, man. Bill Gates, move over. Tag is coming through. Tag soon going to be hacking mainframes through ChatGPT. He's up to speed on technology now. Creating thumbnails, emailing to the correct email address. He's like turning on all chat, top chat. Shout out to Matt and HS for helping me with that and forcing me. No, good for you, Tag. Remember, man, you don't want to get old and be out of everything because there's going to be a point where we're going to need to use AI for everything. So, like, we could be, like, in a wheelchair and we'll be telling AI how to navigate, but we need to know how to use it, right? So, get familiar with technology or get old and burn out. Or just you're going to be very heavily reliant on others, you know? So I think it's very important to get up to speed with technology. I know you're not a fan of it, but it's part of the game. It was a spelling mistake, H brother. I didn't know bodyguard spelling, so I was in. Okay, all good. Thanks for answering that, Justin. I appreciate it, man. Justin, bro, thanks for the laughs today. Yeah, man, you're awesome. No, you're probably better at it. Let's do your channel tonight. All right, sounds good. I'll create a thumbnail. We can do mine. Sounds good, Tag. That's awesome. And just let me know what time. I'll schedule it even. And put it on your post, by the way. So on your community post, don't tell me I got to walk you through this, man. But you would have to go through your community post and just say, hey, I'm going to be live on H Security's channel. So this way your crowd knows where you are and they jump on my live. Love you, Justin, brother. Take care. Take care, bodyguard. Matt, what are you doing? Getting groceries or what? And did you have any money on the game? I don't think you answered. But Tag, one day I want to show you the sheds, man. Just so you can get some ideas. But it's not that clean, but whatever, man. You'll look past everything, but it's pretty organized, I'd say. And then I want to show you the inside of the house now, like because I want to show you like the problem with me is that I get busy with work. Like I'll start a project at home and then I never end up finishing it. I'm like one of those mechanics that work on their car and they don't finish their car. But I get no help. Like nobody helps me out over here, which is why I was hoping that I would have a boy. But I think one of my daughters will be the type that would help me out with home projects. I know you're probably better at it. Let's do your channel. We can do. All right, sounds good, man. I think I repeated that message, but sorry. Love you, Justin, brother. Take care, bodyguard. Yeah, no money on it. Oh man, Matt, you should have put something on it, bro. I feel like when you bet on a game, it just makes it so much more interesting. Like I start rooting, I get so into it. Like especially during Super Bowl, when we pick boxes and stuff, that's the best. I'll do a box this year though. Well, it's gonna be next year, and then we'll all get in on it. It'll be fun. LOL. Tired today. I have no idea what a community post is. Yeah, I kind of figured. Tag. We're gonna have to do that on lesson today. On the live stream, I'll do it. Girls can do. All boys can. Yeah, you know, Siberian. I think I mentioned that. Were you on that live stream when I said that? I had that whole conversation. Look, I think girls can do a lot of things that boys can do, but the thing is that with my daughter, and I raised my girls more like my first daughter, I raised her more like a boy, but she's more girly. Like I would throw the football around with her. I had boxing gloves. I got her boxing gloves, so we have boxing gloves in different sizes, and I had the pads where I teach her how to box and stuff. I did a lot of boy things with her, but she was not into any of that stuff. But I think my other two daughters are into a lot of things. Like they show interest, like in those stuff. Yeah, Sally does not like gambling. Sally's holding you back. Tell her to keep it shush, all right? Just shush Sally. Fill her with some KY. Fill her orifice with some KY. Yeah, show me around. Yeah, I'll do that, dude. Maybe we'll do that tonight. But then again, my wife doesn't want to get on stream, just like your wife. Giggling. How did she speak to you, man? She was gurgling through her lower orifice. My sister is 100% not athletic at all either. She gets... Shara, are you athletic? She gets into my thoughts. She gets into more things. Not just your thoughts, man. But that was... Dude, I'm so glad that you did that live stream. But what was hilarious, man, was when Matt was doing an unboxing and he was taking it out and he was showing the flashlight, and then right then Chris, who's Ari's world, walks in and then he puts it down like his mom walked in while he was looking at a dirty magazine, and he hit it and he's like, all right guys, we'll save it for some other time. And then Chris saw it and started laughing, and then Chris was cool with it, and then Matt continued on. But that was such a fun stream, man. If you guys didn't see it, I would highly recommend going back to Matt's live stream from yesterday and watching it. I was laughing my ass off while watching it. We were girls on a dairy farm. We had to be rough and tough. Yeah, I think that kind of environment is what I wish my girls grew up on. Like a farm kind of environment. Like, at least like my other daughter, my middle daughter, she likes to get her hands dirty, so like she'll come out here in the backyard and play with dirt, and that's what I wanted. I always tried to get my first daughter to do that, like start digging, go dig for worms, take them out, and she was scared of the bunnies at a young age. But my second daughter, she'll slowly sometimes I try to act like a lion that's hunting, and so I'll creep, behind them and then pounce on them, and then they start laughing and stuff. But she does the same thing, like with the bunnies. She'll start creeping up on them, and but they're long gone. But it's funny to watch her doing that. Oh my God, you guys should make them. Should make what, Char? I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose track of the conversations. I heard Sally is pregnant. Yep. In 9 months, Matt is going to be a father to a headless baby. Already. Yeah, Matt wasn't shooting blanks, and his pull-out game wasn't good enough. kind of. He was rusty with his pillow. Man, how did that happen? Oh no. What just happened? My thing just lost, my gimbal just lost its battery. Anyway, I'll hold it like this. Alright, 5 more minutes, guys. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, we got Doug on here. What's up, Doug? Thanks for joining on, man. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for jumping on, Doug. We're going to be doing a dual collab today with Tag and I. So try to jump on, Doug, if you're available. I know you also stream at night, but if you can jump on, if you can't, I'll jump on yours after ours is done. But nice to see you on here, man. Looks like we got everyone on here today. I'm going to be jumping off in about a few more minutes, just to hang out with my girls, but let's see, kind of. So when you're at 200 subs, you have to make short of you shaking out. Yeah. Sure, I have so many shorts with my hair open. Let's see, Tag, our brother. I really enjoyed the stream. Feels nice chatting with you. I just made it home. Tag, I'll see you, bro, tonight, live stream, man. And just let me know what time if you can. And then I will create that thumbnail and schedule it. Hey, home security. I said hi to Doug. Hello to everyone. Doug is in the house, guys. And if you guys can't find me at night, I'm usually on Doug's stream watching Siberian and Doug. So if you guys want to subscribe to him, he has a cool panel every night. Well, almost every night. He used to have a camera that was on his porch, but he discontinued doing that because he's getting some renovations done. But I love hanging out there. He always has interesting people on there, and it's an open panel. If you guys go on there, and if you guys want to go on the panel, he sends out the link, and then you join on. So you always see like new people. I keep on seeing new people on there. I haven't gotten much done, Doug. Gal Pal. Oh my God, 3 kids in Alberta were bitten by a bat. Oh my God, on a school bus. Is that legit news? That's pretty scary. On a bus. Wow. It was nice, not. It was nice, not it feels nice. Whatever, Tag. Getting all GAY on me. Yes, yeah, gimbal needs to stay charged. Yeah, I need to charge. That's the first time that it died on me. Trish is now retracting messages. Cool. Later H, Matt, Trish, Tag, Connie. I'll see you, Jay. Thanks for jumping on, bro. Maybe get backup tripod. You know what? I'm not gonna get a backup tripod, but I want to get more gear now. Now that my wife is aware that I'm live streaming, I'm gonna start gearing up and try to stream more often. Later Jay, bye. Okay, man, take care. Later Jay, if I tag you, you better be there. Sure, I'll be on, but not on Discord. I'm not getting on Discord. Yeah, Doug. All right, guys, I am gonna hop off. I subscribe. See you in a bit then when he shuts down. Gal Pal. All right, guys, I am gonna sign off now. Thank you so much for jumping on. A quick shout out to you guys: Siberian, Gal Pal, Dougie, Doug. We got Trish, of course, Shar. We had Tag, Connie, Coffee Con, Jay, which I think he left already. We have Matt, as always. Matt, I will give you a call in a bit. And I think I got everyone, but if I didn't get you, sorry about that. Not done intentionally. I'll see you guys later, all right? Take care. Bye.